Alright, so here we go with the first test of the new strobe. As you can see, I have the older strobe that we've been using from Leisure Pro and the Light Monkey strobe. We're both going to descend in the water and drop them down in the lake. Mind you, visibility is poor, so we'll see what they do. Both lights are right near the surface. You can see both of them still activated. And we'll start dropping it down. Now this rope that I have is marked every 25 feet. And we can still see, I can tell you that's the new strobe just based on the light pattern. It's not a steady pattern, it's a rhythmic. And there's the first 25-foot mark. Let's see if we can catch any strobe in there. See the bubbles coming up from the rope. All right, the strobe is no longer visible from either one of them at 25 feet. So let's drop it all the way down. It's about 100 foot to the bottom right now. And then we'll go down and take a look at them, see if we can find them. We are there. Stay tuned.
Okay, so here is where the SJCAM C200 is being tested as well. We're going to use it in the darker environments. Visibility on the bottom is about 1.5 feet. Also notice the Saber light, which is the light that I have designed and built, and how bright it works down there as well. Let's go find a strobe. So as you can see when I pop up here in my backyard, this is my view that I get to see. We're going to go over here, check the tension on the buoy as we drop down and make our way down to the strobe. Keep in mind the strobes are both approximately 80 to 100 feet away from us, from this location up here as we drop down. Notice how it gets darker and darker and darker. The Saber light will kick on, how it cuts through the darkness, and we'll make our way down to about 100 feet deep here in the lake. At this point, we're only at about 55 feet on our descent. Most of the ambient light is gone, and you can see that the Saber light, I only have 2 of the lights turned on, but the Saber light has kicked on and is cutting through the darkness quite well. Still continuing our descent down the buoy line. So this is not an unfocused camera. This is actually how murky the bottom is right now as they're filling the lake. If you notice, you see the strobe starting to flash. We're about 20 feet from it at this point. We'll make our way over there. I will turn off the Light Monkey strobe So just the original Leisure Pro strobe is flashing. You'll be able to see the difference in the two. I'll turn it back. I'll turn on the monkey light again, and then I will turn back around and continue on about my dive, and you'll be able to see the flashing for quite some time, flashing around the camera as I swim away from the monkey light itself.
We are comparing these three items that we just did the review on. So let's go over them real quick and kind of give you what I thought about from the dive itself and where we're at. So first off, let's start with my light. This is called the Saber light. We'll be selling these on cyborgpirate.com. They'll be available soon. They do use the Orca Torch lights, the D520s. There's 3 of them. Typically I dive with 2 on and leave this one as my redundant backup battery or backup light. And they come with a custom color design that you would like. The lights come in blue, red, and black. So depending on what colors you want when you do those custom orders. So check us out on cyborgpirate.com. And
I misspeak right here. It's actually 1100 lumens per light for a
your
total of
Saber light
3300
itself.
lumen.
1100 lumens, lasts for over 2 hours. If you use one light at a time, it'll last for over 6 hours. So again, great light, nice, heavy duty, good to go. Next, we're going to talk about the Light Monkey. So the Light Monkey BAF strobe is phenomenal. We did some tests with it yesterday in limited visibility in the lake with about a 1.5 foot visibility down there on the bottom, just below 100 feet. And so what we did is we dropped it down in on an anchor line and then went down another buoy line that was about 100 feet from it once we were on the bottom, and made our way over there, and we could see this strobe well before we ever got close to it. I did turn it off and compare it to the Leisure Pro light and left just the Leisure Pro light on, which was still working quite well, but not near as bright as this Light Monkey. The next test that we're going to be doing is, I have not charged this since yesterday's use. I did a 2-hour dive, and I plan on running it for as long as I can to see what the actual life expectancy of the battery per charge is, and I'll keep you posted on that as well. And then we move to the SJCAM C200. This is the camera that we did a brief unboxing on a couple of days ago, and had it mounted on the Hollis mask that you saw in the video, and it surprisingly does very well underwater in the limited light conditions, things like that, and I believe it does better than the GoPro. I'm going to be doing some side-by-side tests with the GoPro 10, the GoPro 8, once the visibility in the lake gets a little bit better. Right now it's just kind of boring, there's not much to see, but this little bugger did great in the dark. So which you saw, that was all the footage that we did with testing the lights and stuff. So again, stay tuned, find out how these individual reviews will go and testing, and we'll get more out to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Cyborg out.